How's it going, buddy? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well. Sorry, I got a big smile on my face because I'm just remembering how how things have gone so badly. I never thought I'd be talking about Star Wars because I didn't think there would ever be anything to say about Star Wars. You know, when the new Star Wars movies were coming out, call them new. God, it's almost been 10 years. It's crazy. When the sequels were coming out, sequel trilogy, we said, "Wow, Star Wars is back! I can't believe it! A black stormtrooper, and it's Disney." Remember, at the time, Disney was hot. You know, Marvel was doing great, and we said, "Oh my God, if we can get Marvel caliber films out of the Star Wars franchise, how exciting that'll be!" You know, it's a whole new era for Star Wars. We didn't know. I was so optimistic. I went to Target. I think my mic's peaking a little bit. Let me turn it down. I was going to Target and buying like Star Wars trading cards because I was like, oh my God, Star Wars is cool again. I got to get these cool trading cards. But here's what I also remember at the Target seeing, and I guess this came along a little bit later because you had, you know, Rogue One or whatever. I started seeing these things at Target, the Forces of Destiny. And I said, well, this is weird. Forces of Destiny was Disney saying, hey, move aside, boys. This ain't your Star Wars no more. Okay? They're saying, move aside, boys. The girls get their own Star Wars as well. And what they got was what was, I want to say, Barbie doll-esque proportions. Obviously, a little more articulation. This was very strange. It was very strange because not only was it just female, it was just female characters. That was the strange thing is you went, okay, I'm a guy. I've played with Star Wars action figures. What's exciting about Star Wars action figures is you get everybody. You get Luke Skywalker and Leia. You know, you get Chewbacca and Mon Mothma. Everybody is together, playing together, because that's the story. This was like, no, you just get the girls, and the girls hang out together. None of the boys. And I said, well, what's the point of this? Is this what girls want? They just want the girl characters? Don't they also want Luke Skywalker? What am I even talking about? Why do girls want Star Wars toys anyway? Girls don't like Star Wars. And they don't have to like Star Wars. It's a war franchise. Boys are into war. Boys are into combat. Boys are into guns and swords and fighting. Girls are into princesses, and that's what they tried to do here. Obviously, the Disney Princess brand makes Disney huge amounts of money, and they said, what if we had more Disney princesses? But Star Wars does not have Disney princesses. Nobody, these girls want tea parties. They want Frozen. They want singing and pretty dresses. They don't want guns. They don't want swords. And this was just what this toy line flopped like crazy. The Forces of Destiny line was a complete disaster because it was part of Disney's attempt to get girls into Star Wars instead of just saying, maybe girls don't like Star Wars. That's fine. We got plenty of other shit we can sell them. We probably don't need to sell them Star Wars. But they just kept trying to get girls into Star Wars. It's one of these like classic just why can't you be happy? I guess is what I would say. You got a franchise that young boys love. Why don't you go, that's great. Let's keep making more stuff for the boys. But instead you go, well, oh God, there's like girls too. We can get money from girls. Fuck them. Sell them something else. Don't dilute the great thing you have because you might make an extra dollar selling it to girls. And you won't make an extra dollar because let's put it this way. When boys are playing with their cool action figures and their little sister is off to the side playing with her Star Wars figures, they go, fuck, am I playing with girl toys? I feel like this is for girls now. Brings us to this. Disney's boy trouble. Studio seeks original IP to win back Generation Z men amid Marvel Lucasfilm struggles. So, they fucked up. They fucked up. And what's crazy is Disney had women locked up. When you look at these Disney adults, it's all women. They love the princesses. They love Frozen. Young women, old women, whatever. They all love all the Disney stuff. They had that demographic locked up in the musicals and the singing and the songs and You know, every one of these animated films has somebody singing a fucking song. That's women's shit, mostly. I like I like some of the Disney songs, but let's be clear. The girls watch it and then they go, I want to sing. I want to be Ariel under the sea. The boys are watching Aladdin, hoping Aladdin makes sweet love to Jasmine. You know, we want to see him fight the bad guy and bed the girl. We don't care as much about the songs. Great songs. We don't love them as much as the action. So here's Disney going, how the fuck do we get guys to watch our shit? Leadership at Walt Disney Studios is pressing Hollywood creatives for movies that will bring young men back to the brand in a meaningful way. Young men defined as ages 13 to 28. And here's what I'm going to say. They hate me. They hate me. They hate all the other YouTube guys because we really did destroy Star Wars. At the time, I thought, none of this matters. We're just making stupid movie reviews. The culture shift on Star Wars has been incredible. You went from one of the greatest franchises for young men to a complete disaster, and a lot of that was the commentary. Now, they're saying, obviously, all sorts of studios are having the problem. Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who are hampered in their formative years by COVID-19 lockdowns. It's true, we're all incels now. But what's surprising is that Disney's been calling for original concepts to lull the demo back. Well, two insiders say the mandate to recruit young males goes as high as well. Basically, everybody's in there. They can't figure out what to do. They haven't had a Pirates of the Caribbean, which again was a great franchise for guys, a lot of action there. And the women got a little something too. Women had fun with it. Then they did Indiana Jones, or at the end of the movie, Indiana Jones gives his hat to a lady. Come on, guys, what are you doing? And meanwhile, other people are putting out Sonic the Hedgehog, good example, male-focused franchise. It's got a little something for everything, but let's be clear, Sonic's for guys, you know? Except Tails. Tails is gay. He's for gay guys. Okay? Minecraft movie. Again, not necessarily, but again, it is very male-focused Minecraft, and you had some strong male leads there. Little kid was the main character, little boy. You had Jack Black. The people who went nuts for Minecraft, it's mostly the boys. The boys like building stuff. The boys like the Legos. Okay? Look, the point is, yes, Disney is the unrefuted king of the box office. As they say, they got 2 movies coming up that are probably going to cross $1 billion. We got Avatar, Fire and Ash. Avatar still got $1 billion legs. It's weird how much money those movies make. Zootopia 2, I could see that making $1 billion. Everybody likes Zootopia. That's family-friendly fare. But as we've seen, man, these superhero stuff's dead. We haven't talked about this on my channel yet, but Fantastic Four, this is a big problem for them. Fantastic Four, good reviews. People say it's a solid movie, but for the most part, people are staying home, and I don't blame them. How could you blame them? Well, you look at that movie and you're like, what is it? Mexican Reed Richards makes a baby with a white lady, and the Galactus tries to eat the baby. With the problem they're having, they got a couple problems. First of all, these brands, which were exciting male-focused brands, they did turn them into lady brands. They said Star Wars is kind of like for the ladies, you know? We got a lady Skywalker, who's not really a Skywalker, doesn't make any sense. And then with Marvel, you're like, guys, you can make one Black Widow movie and we'll go see it. But the point of the Black Widow movie should be that she's really fucking hot and I want to have sex with Scarlett Johansson. Instead, I look at the trailer. I was trying to watch Thunderbolts. Half the movie's fucking women pretending that they can beat up men. You can get one of those characters. You can have one Black Widow on a team. When you got a bunch of ladies doing flips and spin kicks and shit, I go, a guy would just shoot her in the face. All this Marvel stuff's falling apart. Captain America was terrible. That had another Black Widow. She didn't even do any Black Widow shit. And Star Wars has just been gone forever. Even Star Wars, I hate to say it, Mandalorian started off, and you said, hey, Mandalorian, this is kind of cool. He's like a cool guy. He's got a little Baby Yoda. And then Baby Yoda left, and I said, well, this is actually good. This is good growth, because now he can go do, like, manly stuff instead of babysitting a Yoda. Like, that was cute for a second. And now I'm kind of over it, you know, and maybe the Yoda could come back as a teenager. I don't fucking know. Instead, they go, no, we're bringing the fucking baby back, and he's hanging out with all these fucking women. He's hanging out with Ahsoka. He's hanging out with that red-haired chick. Anytime I turn on one of these fucking shows, I go, could you have, like, an episode where 2 guys just kind of fucking hang out? And they did that. It was Mandalorian and Bill Burr, and it kind of worked. That's kind of almost one of the best episodes. But then every other episode, it's Mando hanging out with a lady, and the lady being like, "Oh, did you know I'm really good at stuff too?" And I'm like, I don't care. Who gives a shit that you're good at shit? Let Mando do his shit. God, remember when they did Obi-Wan and half the fucking series was about a black lady being sad? So this is where we're at. Disney has spent a decade making little dolls, putting women in fucking everything, and not putting women in because again, you put a hot lady in there, and I go, all right, Black Widow, pour it into that fucking spandex suit or whatever. I love it, the leather, great. Instead, it was like, look at all these girl bosses getting it done, and you're like, no, I don't need them in everything. They had that Miss Marvel TV. Every time you think about Disney, you go, God, it's just all been fucking women. They had Miss Marvel TV. All the TV shows were women. You had WandaVision. Okay, Wanda's interesting, and Vision's in it too. But okay, after WandaVision, then you got fucking Miss Marvel. You got She-Hulk. In between, I know there's some male-focused shows, but the ones that stand out is fucking She-Hulk, is a lady going on dates with Daredevil and complaining about how hard it is to be a woman. You're like, dude, just make literally anything else. I don't know, man. I want to say that I don't know. It's like there was a brain poison. It's like there's been but I think there still is a brain poison. There's still these people in Hollywood who go, everything needs more fucking women in it. And only now are they looking at the box office and going, holy shit. And then you had Deadpool and Wolverine. What was it? Two guys hanging out. Exact same thing I just said. Two guys hanging out. One of the villains is actually a lady that kind of fuck with her or whatever. Okay. Two guys hanging out, being bros. Makes $1 billion. Highest rated fucking box office hit. Why not just keep doing that? Why not just keep making movies about guys hanging out instead of making little fucking girl dolls out of everything? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Can Disney win you back? I like the singing and the dancing. I get it. I like K-pop Demon Hunter. I had to say it. K-pop Demon Hunter, which is about 3 little Korean women fucking singing and dancing, is more fucking masculine and manly and badass than anything Disney's put out in the Marvel or Star Wars. This is more cool than any of this fucking Star Wars woke girl boss shit. They're like real characters. I can't shut up about K-pop Demon Hunter. This is how women characters should be written. They're fun, they're interesting, they're funny, they sing little songs, they make funny faces. And then you go watch Star Wars and you're like, who wrote this garbage? Who wrote this shit? Whoever wrote this shit should be writing fucking Star Wars ladies. Okay, make them look. Go watch K-pop Demon Hunter. And also, guys, I've reopened the campaign for my comic book. Go to superkiller.org if you haven't got yourself a copy yet. I'll send you the digital copy right away, and then we're getting it printed ASAP. So hopefully we'll have that out to everybody soon. Okay. Really good movie, man. I want to watch it. And it's got I like songs. Put songs in the... How come they haven't done like a Marvel singing movie yet? I'd watch that. I'd have fun with that.